my freaking gosh, you guys. Look at those two. But what was I? They're so freaking happy. Let me not be mad. I'm like, I think I just get really irritable whenever I'm chilly, and I am so indescribable. I've just been so chilly for like the past 3 weeks, and I'm like, this stuff is crazy. I hate being cold so much, but I hate being warm. But it actually is like dehumanizingly cold in my home. I believe it's in the 50s right now. Because I live in a very drafty, very beautiful, but very drafty row home. And I feel like my largest times of appreciation for my space are from March to April and from September, October to November, which is sad because I don't like that only being a 2-month window. But this being said, I don't know. I'm trying to find a silver lining on this, but it's really impossible to find one. I have been paying out the fucking zoo for electric because these these people, these hardworking people. But also, I'm like, you guys literally made issues that I am paying to fix. That's fucking crazy. That is crazy to me. And the fact that these and I wish I had realized earlier, this is something that I could have done more due diligence on my part on, because I could have ameliorated this issue a lot earlier than it was if I had been aware earlier. So I wish I had just done a more comprehensive analysis of the house in totality, because I realized from the height that I am, and plus I'm pretty tall, so I thought that I was able to see the whole way, and I didn't even know this to be something that I should have checked for, but I guess it's just something to be privy of in the future. But there was like a whole inch left open from the way that the windows were installed on like 3 sets of windows in my home, which I wasn't even aware of until maybe like a month ago, after a cold ass winter last year and after a warm as fuck summer this year. And I'm like, this stuff is crazy. And I don't ever like to be the person that just sits and complains, because I usually am a very mobilized person in terms of my matters. But, well, actually, I want to stop saying that, because it's not that anyone ever actually, no, some people do enjoy it. Some people do enjoy sitting and complaining. But regardless of the fact, if people are ever complaining, it's because that they have an issue that they feel as if cannot be solved with their current capacity or their current provisions for what their options are to do. So I don't want to say that and just put that out into the air, because sometimes people complain about some stuff that I'm like, oh, I would never sit here and complain about that. And then the second it happens to me, I'm like, wait, what? I am in so much discomfort and nobody even gives a fuck. Like, so I'm like, I do want to actually acknowledge the fact that I literally will never understand like the basis of people's complaints until I've experienced them. So that being said, I just have to hold more space for the variability of people's experiences from mine, which is completely fine. But all of this to say, I'm frozen. Less frozen than I was last year. That is a good silver lining. But I got the windows fixed, and that that I am less frozen. And I also got some because last year I could see my breath in my home, which was very upsetting because I was so cold. And I think all of this to say though, what I was talking about, and my dear friend Jasmine, she says that all the time. I definitely took that right out of her repertoire. But what was I even talking about though? But I'm feeling upset right now because the cold makes me physically like less inclined to, because also here's the thing, if you are doing a lot of movement that's not generating, if you are moving but it's not generating a significant a significant amount of kinetic energy, it isn't warming a ton, but it is just making it so that the spaces in my body, or like there are more surfaces on my body that are exposed to the cold. So right now, the biggest cons, unless I was to sit here and do like a fucking HIIT workout, which I'm not, it's just sit here like placid as fuck, just waiting for someone to come save me. And I'm just like, oh, but I'm glad I filed my maintenance reports, which is good for, I came home and there were 2 like gashes in my ceiling, and one of them has mold, and I can only assume that the other one does as well, so I can't sleep in my room, which is upsetting. But why do I live? I love living here though, except for the winter times and the summer times and every times outside of May to, or March to April and September to October, whatever the fuck I said. I love living here. Find these bitches for making me discomforted. Oh my god. Sometimes I do just want to sit here and complain, but I think that that's what makes me upset, that I am not, that I don't have like an immediate mobilization technique to pursue that is within my current capacity. Because I could go out and get a heater immediately, but that would set me so far back in well, another heater is what I mean. I'm not sitting here no heater talking about it's so cold in the middle of a snowstorm. Like, no, fuck Sherlock. But my deal is that this whole house is heated on electric, so it is automatically so much steeper than heating with gas would be. And even whenever I have all of them on full blast, being that it is older construction, it is so drafty that all of the heaters are on full blast right now, which I dutifully regret. But I'm glad that, I don't know, but just it stresses me out to have the only heating options that are integrated into the house's infrastructure be those that are going. I wonder if whenever companies do these like large scale renovations to all of their properties, if they make some sort of financial benefit agreement with electricity companies if they switch to complete electric. That is so butt. I'm like, that is the stuff that really just makes you think these people are fucked in the head. I'm sitting here freezing my whole butthole off because nobody even cares about me. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh my god. I'm kidding. I don't even like to default to that as a joke. Like, yes, it is kind of just like I'm chilly and uncomfortable, but I'm like, that's not funny to me. But I'm just like sitting here freezing cold. My toes are being frozen off, literally turning black and freaking blue just because these people wanted their fucking benefits. I'm sorry. I'm so annoyed. I am so annoyed, actually. I have light bulbs and I can go replace my light bulbs. Where do I even need light bulbs for? I brought so many from home because I was like, I need them. There's like oh wait, actually there's multiple places in my home that need light bulbs. Yes, that is totally true. I have one and I have to put one in the bathroom. Good grief. You know what? Oh, and that's and I think that that's the big thing that I am not a fan of. It's the fact that I have so many things to do, and I mapped the entirety of this week or the foreseeable future in the context of having a circumstance that doesn't prohibit my productivity in any way. And now I'm coming here to only circumstances that are prohibiting my productivity, and all I want to do is sit here and vlog like a degenerate. I'm kidding. The cold makes me ignorant and dehumanizes me greatly. We want to talk about the heat makes me ignorant and dehumanizes me greatly. Let's talk about the cold. Fuck this. These freaking people. And this is why everyone is so pissed off all the time in the Northeast. Because it's cold as fuck and nobody even likes using gas heating anymore. It's so annoying. I think it helps so much whenever you're complaining to like as much as I'm sitting here listening to something like, what are you even talking about? Because, like, yes, it, like, all of those things hold complete warrant, but I'm like, baby, it's so, it actually is kind of that deep. I'm not even gonna lie, it is that deep. But long story short, what I was gonna say is, it really does help whenever you're complaining to be animated with it. And that's why I'm a big advocate on, like, the theatrics of it all. Bring back theatrics. Bring, not gimmicks, but bring back theatrics. Sometimes you just need to experience an emotion, all of its glory, without, I think for me, the reason why I enjoy it a lot is because the theatrics are an inherent part of how I experience emotions. I just do so much to not tap into that part of myself, because it is really unenjoyable for me whenever it is in the wrong setting or received by the wrong people or with the, because I realized I used to do that a lot in high school, and it helped feeling like I got my words on it, like XYZ, but I'm also like, I don't like that people are receiving these words for how they are being presented. But then I realized, oh, this can just happen in my own company, and then I can have the personal dialogue necessary that legitimizes the things that are as serious, and then also just like allows me to sit and just come to terms with the ones that may not be as deep. But yeah, I'm team bring back theatrics. And yeah, what was I even talking about though? Oh, Sade. I redecorated my whole living room actually. Wham bam, thank you, madam. I still wanna, it's just so freezing. It's just me, Sade. And these two. We can't forget about these two. We got the brains, the bronze, and the beauty. Oh, there's actually both. I think we're actually all going 3 for 3 though. These people need to get me out the corner talking about the damn caricatures, please. I'm so, okay, you know what? I've said it a million times. I'm so frozen. I'm so chilly. What next? I think that's a big thing for me. What next? I'm hungry, but I do not trust that if I go out, I will spend within my budget, because I'm very hungry. I actually don't know that I've eaten yet today, because I just came into town from home. And I've been like up, save 3 hours on the train, which is very nice. Since like 3, which isn't great, but I'm so, yeah, I'm glad that right now, if my, okay, here's what I need to do. I'm setting a plan. Right now, what I need for my body is to have food in it, because the second my mind has processed that I'm hungry, because I was physically hungry earlier, but the second that my body responds with that physical hunger that parallels my body's necessity, it is going to be ugly. So I want to get something that the way I said that sounded so much more complicated than it actually is, but it actually, like, long story short, whatever, fuck these bitches, I need food, and I need to go to the grocery store. Do I want to cook? I would love to cook. Do I want to wash dishes? Hell no. I go to the grocery store, get some frozen foods, take my ass back home. Hell yeah! Let's go! Okay. I'll go to the discount grocery store, because they have this really nice pasta that I love for $1.49 for one whole serving bag. It's so fucking good. And that's literally all I need to do, which is awesome. And I think I saw the eggs in the, oh, that would be perfect. Okay, everything is just fine. And I think I actually have frozen meal in the freezer, actually. Because I didn't unplug my fridge this time. Last time, I was so extra, which was necessary. These bitches keep fucking charging me for every single thing, and I'm like, no! I'm like, no! My pockets are dry! I'm like, these people have bled me dry, left me out for fucking crows, and I'm like, can't keep doing this stuff anymore. I'm hungry and I need food! Oh. It feels nice just to get that out. I say this all with a smile on my face, because this just feels like the most emotional relief that I've had in so long. Especially because whenever I'm at home, there's no space to concern or to complain, just out in the air. Because if I'm screaming, fuck these bitches, then there's somebody talking about, Gabby. I'm like, what? What's up? And also because my car at home broke down, that just wasn't even in the cards. Because it's not like I could even go on a ride or XYZ or anywhere. And it's not like because I live in the suburbs at home, if I was to talk about fuck these bitches outside, the cops is coming. So it's like, oh, it feels nice just to be in my own space, you know? But I miss my dad dearly. I don't even, oh, that makes me sad. I really do miss my dad dearly. And I'm frozen to make things all the worse. All of this to say, I'm hungry as fuck. I need to, oh, and I'm charging my phone. Am I charging my, oh my god, okay. Oh, that's what I was doing in the first place. Oh, I was only complaining in the interim. Wait, where the hell is my, and why isn't my phone freaking charging? So sad. That's fine. That's fine. What a box. Busting out the heap of the box. It's the 12 box. Busting out the bass of the box. That's the lick of the box. Hello. Oh my god. Dude, don't post that on freaking line. Oh my god. I'm in this like I'm in this group for like what the fuck? I'm in this group for people that are like willingly child free, and all these bitches are just sharing people's faces and stories and things. Like, it's not even like talking about, oh, the benefits of being child free. It's like, parents suck, poor people suck, black people suck. I'm like, whoa, I need to just take my ass out of there. I'm like, I literally have no place there. Okay, fuck it. Tonight, here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I am going to do. Fuck this. Oh my god. So fucking annoying. I think that this is another reason why. Everything changed. That's about enough for 3. Underneath the tree. Vote on Christmas Day. But then I see everything change on you. Oops. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my god! This is crazy. Oh my god, I'm sorry. This is on Marketplace. It's a thing for litter. He goes, one bag is open because I just tried this stuff out. Kitten hopped in it and started eating it immediately. Oh, I love cats. Okay, window wrap, and then I got these nice thermal curtains. I actually don't believe that they are curtains, but I do believe that something's got to shake out. So they'll be exactly what they have to be, and that's just fine. Everything changed, your need underneath the tree. Oh no. Oh, this is so sad. Okay, and then I'm in this other group, and I don't. If you ask, if any questions arise on Why I'm joining child-free groups at the ripe age of 20, I don't fucking know. Actually, I do fucking know. There was a period in the year in which I felt 40. It was from September to like early November. Yeah. But it was really a big deal for me. I don't know why that was the case, but I really felt 40. And not in a horrible way either. I'm excited to become 40. But it was more in the sense that I felt like the rest of the world was moving on without me, which was very nerve-wracking. I had to leave school because it just wasn't financially feasible to continue, and it was a really upsetting thing for me, and I don't know that I had processed it as such whenever that was happening. And I was like, I felt very left behind, like the one episode of Glee where they do Left Behind, and then who is it that's scared? Minnie. She was freaked out. I felt just like that. And I don't even want to say just like that because I was really enjoying a lot of the fruits of not being in school, but also it's like having being a student be such a big part of my identity and not being able to have that in any capacity anymore is really upsetting to me, and I feel like I was compensating for it in a lot of really healthy ways, like finding independent um measures of success and like means of happiness that have no connection to school, which is something that I had already gotten a large appreciation for and developed a lot of habits towards because I had been working for a large part of the year because of the structure of the school that I go to. However, this being said, it was just really, yeah, it was just an upsetting thing. And I feel like now that I'm we're talking about blankets on the windows. The blankets I have, I need to use. Ah. I mean, not to say. Oh, something that I find upsetting that I used to judge people for that I wish I hadn't because this is actually kind of like a big deal. But those people that will have like a lot of kids and not have the means to do so. And I don't mean means in a financial sense. I have seen so many affluent people go about this and not flag it as an issue because of their affluence. Um, but more what I mean in a sense of like equipped is that you can make it so that your kids' biological and survival needs are met in the same step as their emotional needs. And to have that, it literally, you could be the poorest person in all of the land. If you have a community, those babies can get fed. Like if you have I don't, oh my god, wait, no. The way that I phrased that sounded just so accusatory. No, I no. I'm saying that in support or against the misconception that all poor people are horrible parents because their kids can't eat XYZ. And it's like that's not the case. I know poor parents that are getting their babies fed solely because they know what they have a good community around them and they long this is a better way to describe it because that sounded just way off and I don't want that to be the message that anyone leaves this with. But you know how to get your resources for your children. That is what that means. That your children present normal child needs and you know how to get resources for those things to be met. And for a long time I really did judge people that continually do have children whenever they don't have that in their life. Um and not even judge in a way that I'm like, oh, that person is a harp, but it was more like, well, why? It was, yeah, I guess I don't even want to say judge, because it was less something that I was like an energy that was being sent with moral weight, and more an energy that was being sent with skepticism, because I'm like, why would you do that, and why is that something that, yeah. But I realized that a lot of people, a lot of women see that as epitomized womanhood, and not because this is like a concept that they themselves have formed, but a lot of the time this opinion is created in social seclusion. Like if you have been in the same social realm for so long and you have seen kind of a monolithic path to the future, and especially if that social seclusion is something that is inspired by family. So if you ever had like um an abusive family, yeah, abusive familial situation in which the only resources that the mother was seen as being able to actually offer to the family and to the world around her was those of her children or those of parenthood. So I feel like you see a lot of neurotic motherhood or pathological motherhood. And yeah, I used to just be, yeah. A lot, sometimes it is like a judgment. I'm like, I have seen some people make some very questionable decisions in terms of their family, and I'm like, that is really strange to me, and that's not something that I stand by being the case. Not to be like, oh, everything is objective, because no, some people do just do things that aren't right by their children. But I think that that is a really interesting thing, and I think that it really circles back to the fact that the change that we want to see in the world will in part be, will, yeah, be fixed, in large part be fixed by showing people that there are more options than the ones that they're predisposed to. Because it could be really easy to shut down your inclination to help someone or to understand someone at the boundaries of your experiences. And I'm saying your as in my, because this is the reflection that I'm drawing from how I kind of transpose my thought around this thing. But it's also just the fact that some people don't know that there is another option until they have already exercised it so much. Or if they already knew that there were other options, maybe it's just the relationship that they had with the authoritative figure that made them believe that this option is the most feasible one. Like, I don't think that it sounds objectively comfortable for any woman to be continually in a position where their whole body is being like physiologically altered for 9 months at a time to have a kid. But a lot of women see that joy that comes from having a child, or even just the joy that comes from babies, and some people just have an addiction to babies, so they keep having children so that they can keep experiencing kids in young stages. But sometimes that joy is the only thing that keeps people going. And not to say that that is justified, because I think if anything, if that is the root cause, that is not, that provides no reason to continue to procreate. That actually is a instance where you have to prompt yourself for self reflection. But something that worries me is just that everyone is more focused on like legislative changes that we can make, without understanding the fact that some of the biggest changes that are necessary and will have the most impact are completely interpersonal. Like, yeah, but that's the end of my current thought. I do just want to go to the grocery store. I'm so hungry. So hungry, and I'm so frozen, and all I just want to do is eat and just relax in my bed that I can't relax in because there's literally mold in the freaking ceiling, and ceiling pieces falling down. Okay, goodbye.